I'm Mark Zimmerman from WCRF 103.3 FM in Cleveland. Coming up on November 15th and 16th, One Night on the Street is going to give you the opportunity to investigate a ministry that might be, well, really fitting for you to serve in. Now, I have to explain right off the top, we're not going to have an event downtown on the night of the 15th where you'll be able to serve in ministry. What we're going to do is we're going to take the Primetime America slot from 5 until 7, and then the open line slot from 9 to 10 p.m. in order to introduce you to a lot of different ministries that are available for you to serve in right here in the downtown Cleveland area. We're going to have a phone bank set up that you'll be able to call, and one of the folks who will be volunteering on the phones will be able to point you toward one of those ministries which would be best for you to serve in. How many different ministries are there in the greater Cleveland area, and what kind of ministries are they? There are as many ministries in this part of the city as there are types of food right down below me at the West Side Market here at West 25th and Lorraine. There are ministries that need your help, that have needs in feeding the hungry, clothing the homeless, tutoring children, helping adults get their GED, maybe even helping to teach an ESL class. English is a second language. Now there's something that's kind of interesting. Did you know that within about a 1.5 mile sweep, if we were to head west down Lorraine Avenue, you would find people speaking 21 different languages here in Ohio City. Add in all the dialects, and that would probably be more like around 30 to 35 different languages. That's the great thing about working in the city. There are so many ways that you can be used, so many ways for the Lord to put you in a position to be His hands and feet. That's what One Night on the Street is all about. Here in Ohio City, there are all kinds of churches where you can serve as Jesus' hands and feet. There are storefront churches that have just popped up maybe in the last couple of years. There are churches that have older congregations with older church buildings that maybe are more like the traditional type of churches that you're used to. And then there are congregations like this one on West 65th. We're coming up on Calvary Reformed Church, and you're going to be meeting Pastor Dean Van Ferro during our One Night on the Street broadcast. I mentioned that there were a lot of different opportunities for serving in the city. Some of those opportunities involve tutoring children or helping adults get their GED. Some of them involve clothing the homeless or feeding the hungry. Now in this case, Calvary Reformed has built this building for the 4th time. The congregation has been here for 120 years, and it was an older congregation. But now it's not only renewed itself in terms of its building, but in terms of the people that come to this church. This is a growing, vibrant church in the inner city with a great kids program. And you can volunteer to be a part of a program like this. What we're asking you to do during One Night on the Street is to listen, to think, to pray, and then to commit to a city ministry. Not just for one time, but coming back over and over maybe a period of once a week or even once a month. So here we are at Trinity Lutheran Church, West 30th. Lorraine is right over there with St. Ignatius. We're in front of the fellowship hall where the Salvation Army and Care on the Square are going to be serving a community dinner, and then the next morning on the 16th a breakfast for some of the homeless in the area, the working poor in the community, and maybe some of us who've stayed the night too. The pavement that I'm standing on right now is where we're going to probably spend part of the night. That night, those of us who are going to be here at West 30th in front of Trinity Lutheran Church. Now, here is what we're going to do for this One Night on the Street project. As I had mentioned earlier, I do want you to listen. I want you to hear the broadcast, pray about what you can do, and then I would like you to commit at some point during the broadcast to serve in the city. We're going to be on from 5 p.m. until 7 p.m. with a local version of Primetime America. I'll be interviewing a lot of people who work in ministry here in the city of Cleveland, and those people are going to kind of tell you some of the stories of what happens down here, give you some ideas of what to get involved with. from 9 p.m. until 10 p.m., we're going to have a pastor's forum. And during that pastor's forum, I'm going to be talking to 4 different pastors from the Ohio City and Cleveland's East Side area. We're going to talk about the issues that are involved in ministry in the city and how you can become involved. And then the next morning, from 6 a.m. until 8:15, we're going to do a live broadcast of the morning program from right here at West 30th and Lorain. It's going to be a great opportunity for you to learn how you can get involved. And then at some point during those broadcasts, I would like you to make a phone call to our operators who are going to be back at the WCRF studios. They're going to be able to guide you to the kind of ministry you want to get involved in, whether it is tutoring children, or helping the homeless, feeding the hungry, helping someone get their GED, or even, like I said, with so many language groups involved here in Ohio City, you could even help somebody in an ESL class learn English, an immigrant who wants to become a part of the American dream, and you can do it in Jesus' name. That's coming November 15th and 16th right here to Trinity Lutheran Church at West 30th and Lorain. I hope that you'll be listening. I hope you'll be checking back on this website for updates. And if you want to, we'll even post some information here on this website if you'd like to come down and be a part of listening to the broadcast and kind of be part of our studio audience. Thanks. One Night on the Street, November 15th and 16th.